Today I want to talk to you about a rather special vehicle, and that is going to be the Acura Integra Type R. The Acura Integra Type R Sports Coupe. There was a sedan variant of the Integra, but a Type R version was not available with that. So this Type R is designed to achieve quick response and acceleration through its high revving Vtec engine. And what is that engine? Well, it is a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated motor producing 195 horsepower and 130 pounds-feet of torque. Now, I know that torque figure seems rather low and pathetic. There's a reason why these things cost a fortune in the used car market. And I'm sure many of you already know one of the primary reasons is going to be character. I've always loved the Honda Performance 4-cylinder engine. If you've driven something like the S2000 Honda, you would know just how glorious that engine sounds and feels. It is pretty mesmerizing. And I'm sure this 1.8 liter 16 valve dual overhead cam Vtec 4-cylinder is going to be the same sort of deal. And part of the magic comes from the insanely high redline. We have an 8,400 RPM redline and a fuel cutoff of 8,500 RPM. The Vtec switchover happens at 5,700 RPM, and the Vtec is very entertaining in these performance Honda products. All of this was mated to a 5-speed manual transmission. Now, other goals: it was supposed to achieve outstanding cornering response, thanks in part to a lower center of gravity and a track-tuned suspension that enables this vehicle to have linear cornering with minimal understeer, because after all, these are front-wheel drive vehicles. We also have enhanced braking performance with larger capacity fade-resistant brakes designed to withstand severe racetrack testing conditions. And of course, the unique styling which is exclusive to the Type R, such as the rear wing spoiler, the 5-bolt alloy wheels, and the Type R graphics. It was a limited production vehicle. It joined the Acura Integra lineup in 1997, and immediately it had many fans clamoring all over it, much like the new Honda Civic Type R of today. And keep in mind, there was also the Honda Integra Type R, and that was for the European markets, or really the rest of the world, because the Acura brand is a luxury division that's really only available in the United States or the North American market. So the rest of the world most likely just saw the Honda Integra Type R. Now, regarding more facts, we have here a hand-polished intake and exhaust ports with a single port intake manifold. We have an exhaust system with a larger diameter to allow larger volume flow. The overall weight has been reduced by about 33 pounds, especially compared to like a GSR, which the Type R essentially sits on top of. We also have here a torque-sensitive helical limited slip differential. The overall vehicle height has been reduced by 15 millimeters, and the aerodynamic refinements have resulted in a 30% less lift and 1% less drag, or coefficient of drag. The Integra Type R took advantage of racetrack calibrated suspension with high-performance tires. However, we know that tire technology has come a long way since the late 90s, early 2000s. Larger disc brakes, of course, with performance-oriented calipers. The ABS has been refined, and we also have a reinforced unit body structure. Regarding the exterior, we saw things like the chin spoiler, the wing on the back, and we also had some lightweight aluminum alloy wheels, sport seats. The steering wheel was leather wrapped, and we had a aluminum shift knob. As mentioned before, it is a 5-speed manual transmission. And we saw the Type R graphics and a carbon fiber-like instrumentation design with amber illumination. You had some basic safety features like standard driver and passenger side airbags, 3-point seat belts, projector beam headlights, front and rear crumple zones, and a side impact protection. Car had a double wishbone suspension in the front and the rear. Curb weight was 2,639 pounds. Now that is a seriously lightweight vehicle. However, the weight distribution is rather funny. It is 62% in the front and 38% in the rear. Fuel economy was 25 city and 31 on the highway. And you did have to use premium fuel, 91 octane, which not many people follow that instruction. I don't know why, but yes, these high strong performance type engines, they do typically need premium fuel. So those are your basic facts and figures. And if you want to buy one of these cars, well, good luck finding one, because if you were to do a nationwide search in the United States, filter out the all-new 2023 model, and you are left with precisely 21 Acura Integras made from 1987 to 2001. That's pretty sad. If you want this car, if this is like your dream car, yeah, good luck finding one at a good deal that's not clapped out, because I'm looking at one here, 380,000 miles for a 2001 Acura Integra GSR, and they're asking $16,500. Absolutely asinine. But that's the level of following and love that these cars have. But I'm sure there were many people at the time that were scoffing and mocking at these vehicles, saying things like, oh, it's just an overpriced Civic with a manual transmission in it. You know, there's always those people. Nowadays, you know, with the Lexus LC500, everyone's just scoffing and mocking at it. Nobody really understands. Nobody is trying to understand these types of vehicles. And nobody gives cars like this their flowers when they're around. They always give you your flowers when you're dead. So same thing with these cars. Nobody cares about them until the company stops making them. And here I just filtered out the clapped out ones, like the frame damage, the salvage titles, and now we're left with 14 Acura Integras. It's yeah, kind of sad. This is a nationwide search. Cheapest Integra GS Coupe from 1990. That's going to be $4,995. That's the cheapest Integra, but that's clearly not what everyone wants. What I was talking about here in this video is a Type R, and it seems like the cleanest Type R is $45,000 with 77,000 miles on, or 71,000 miles on it. That is just insane. Yeah, that's like what a brand new Civic Type R goes for without any markups. So yeah, to the people that were scoffing and mocking and calling this an overpriced Civic, well, look at what the overpriced Civic is demanding now in the used car market with 71,000 miles on it. So it's definitely a used car, and well, here it is. This is the best example that you can get, and it's 45 grand. It's been on the market for 224 days. It doesn't have any accidents, but it did have 2 owners. Yeah, that's a lot of money to shell out for a used vehicle. Honestly, in my opinion, I really love the Honda S2000. If you want a special Honda experience, that's one that I've tried and one that I absolutely adored and loved. That was a amazing driving experience. Like nowadays in the new car market, I think the Mazda Miata has a lot of character for a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. Sounds pretty good, but the S2000 just totally took a dump on that. That engine was so loud, it revved so high, it was so satisfying. I absolutely loved it. So I get the demand, and I understand why these older Honda Acura products are, you know, going for insane amounts of money in the used market, because there's really nothing quite like it. But yeah, that's a look at this vehicle. I just wanted to share this with you guys, you know, go down memory lane, I suppose, go through some of the vehicles that we kind of admired. If you're an owner, or if you've even tried the Integra Type R, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you like it? How would you compare it with some of the newer performance cars of today? I would really appreciate hearing your thoughts about these cars, because they are truly special. So thanks again for watching. I'm gonna have the next video on the end screen here regarding the Acura TSX sedan, another vehicle I really like. So it's gonna be on the end screen. Check it out, and I will see you there.